Mathy dathy fathy. Math. The bane of our existence, the love of nerds, and the subject responsible for more tears than onions. Today, we're not here to solve any problems. Oh no, that's for the homework you never did. Instead, we're going on a journey through time to unravel the history of math. And trust me, folks, it's a lot funnier than you'd expect. Seriously, math has a wild side. So grab your calculators and prepare for a few LOLs as we dive into this number-filled roller coaster of history. It all started about 5,000 years ago with the Sumerians. Yep, these ancient people from Mesopotamia invented math, but not for fun or puzzles. Oh no, they invented it for taxes. That's right. Even back then, the government was like, "Hey, how many goats you got? Gotta give us some of those."
But I don't know how to count.
And thus, math was born. People needed to know how many goats they had and how much they owed the king. Can you imagine? You're chilling with your goats, and now suddenly you've got to invent arithmetic. They started with addition and subtraction, which is fine when you're counting sheep. But things get wild when you need to start dividing bread between 17 people, or measuring land. Geometry's about to make its grand entrance. Cut to a pyramid construction site. They took math to a whole new level. Sure, the Sumerians counted goats, but the Egyptians? They were out here building pyramids, actual triangles that weigh tons. Geometry was their best friend, because when you're stacking enormous stone blocks, eyeballing it just isn't going to cut it.
I think it's supposed to be 32 degrees? Meh, close enough. What's the worst that could happen?
You think your geometry class is hard? Imagine trying to do it while building one of the 7 wonders of the world, in the middle of the desert, while someone's breathing down your neck. No pressure. Now let's talk about Pythagoras, the ancient Greek mathematician who took geometry to a whole new level. My guy here was obsessed with triangles. I mean, really obsessed. He came up with the Pythagorean theorem, or as I like to call it, math's greatest party trick. This dude figured out that A2 plus B2 equals C2, which is super handy when you're building stuff, or just trying to sound smart at dinner parties. Yeah, Pythagoras didn't just discover cool math tricks, he also started a cult, a literal math cult. There were secret rituals, vegetarian diets, and apparently a very strict no-bean rule. Don't ask me why, nobody knows. This guy turned math into a lifestyle. Let's skip ahead to the Romans. Great at building roads, absolutely terrible at math. I mean, they didn't even have the number 0. Imagine trying to balance your checkbook without a 0. You can't, because nothing makes sense.
So, if I have no coins, how do I write that down?
You don't. That's the thing. Their math system looked like someone spilled spaghetti on a tablet and called it a day. That's why the Romans were too busy conquering the world to solve equations. I mean, ever tried to subtract LX4 from DCCLXI? Yeah, me neither. Then came the Middle Ages, when math took a bit of a, shall we say, nap. Europe was busy with wars, plagues, and general chaos, so math wasn't exactly high on their priority list. Most people didn't bother with math unless you were one of those monks scribbling away in a monastery. But math wasn't dead. It was just in hiding, like a hibernating bear waiting for its big comeback. And then, the Renaissance hit, and math made its epic comeback like a blockbuster sequel. I guess apples falling from the sky have that effect on people.
Apple fall on head, must make new math.
Not to be outdone, Leibniz also invented calculus around the same time. These two geniuses hated each other for it. Imagine two math nerds having the ultimate showdown over who invented the world's most complicated math homework. Fast forward to the modern era where math became so advanced, even the geniuses needed coffee to keep up. Einstein, quantum mechanics, string theory, these math wizards were out here bending reality with their equations.
Oh shoot, just discovered time travel, silly me.
Even Einstein had days when math didn't make sense. It happens to the best of us. But now, math is everywhere. From the code running your phone to the algorithms deciding which cat videos to show you on YouTube. So, if there was something that you can get out of this recap, math has been around since the first person decided to count their goats. It's been used to build pyramids, launch space rockets, and sometimes, just to confuse the heck out of everyone. Love it or hate it, math is in everything. And if it still makes you want to scream, well, just remember, at least you don't have to do your taxes with clay tablets.
Y'all act like you never seen a white person before. Jaws all on the floor like Pam, like Tommy just burst in the door and started whooping her ass worse than before. They first were divorced, throwing her over furniture.